Say no to Wimpy Radio. Say yes to this podcast.
Zach DaWack in the morning. Zach DaWack in the morning. In the Nut Hut in the morning. From the Whack Shack in the morning. ZachDaWack.com.
Greetings, red-blooded verified Earth people, and those with no check mark. It's me, the always dapper podcast babbler, your daddy-o-cock blog from the radio, and the monkey on the mic here running that semi-professionally trained song of mine. I am Zachary Ernesto Wackalina III. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to those of you from Red Oak, Texas, to Guttenberg, Iowa, Hackensack, New Jersey, to Cameron Park, California, and all around the world. This is the often secluded, never diluted, always wacky, never tacky, hot rocket flame-throwing DaWack in the morning show. Live from the low-rent, sleazy, and measly Raymond Jam and Nut Hut Studios at the DaWack Shack Podcasting Megaplex at Peachtree Industrial on the outskirts of Atlanta, Georgia, here in FEMA Region Number 4. Live out of Studio X today. Last time I checked, today is Friday, October 31st, 2025. This is show number 160. We got this day in history, this day in music, fun facts, the horrible scope, stupid news, and the celebrity birthday list. I'm going to my other job later today as a ghost. I told my boss I'll be there, you just won't see me. Let's take a look at that birthday list. Willow Smith is 25. Danielle Rose Russell is 26. Holly Taylor is 28. Justin Chatwin from American Gothic and War of the Worlds is 43. From My Chemical Romance, Frank Alero is 44. Eddie K. Thomas from American Pie and Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle is 45. Samaire Armstrong from Resurrection and the OC is also 45. Brian Hallisey from Revenge, The Client List in 911 is 47. Piper Perabo is from Coyote Ugly is 49. Troy Hartman, the host of MTV Senseless Acts of Video, is 54. Lynn Bergeron of Ace of Base is 55. Roger Stevens from Blind Melon is 56. Robert Van Winkle, Vanilla Ice is 58. Beastie Boy member Ad Rock is 59. Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, Rob Schneider is 62. Dermot Mulroney is also 62. Director for the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Peter Jackson is 64. Brian Stokes Mitchell from Man of La Mancha is 68. Former Alabama head coach Nick Saban is 74. NBC's Today co-anchor Jane Pauley is 75. Days of Our Lives, Marlena Evans, Miss Deidre Hall is 78. Brian Doyle Murray from Caddyshack and Groundhog Day is 80. Tom Paxton is 88. CBS Evening News anchor Dan Rather is 94. And Lee Grant, Academy Award winner for Shampoo, the Primetime Emmy winner for Peyton Place, and director of Down and Out in America, is 100 years young today. And gone but not forgotten, John Candy and Michael Landon, both born on this day.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
And Harry Houdini, River Phoenix, Sean Connery, Tyler Christopher, and San Francisco Giant great Willie McCovey all passed away on this day.
It happened on this day as if you cared.
Here's this day in history. On October 31st, 1776, in his first speech before British Parliament since the leaders of the American Revolution came together to sign the Declaration of Independence that summer, King George III acknowledges that all was not going well for Britain in the war with the United States. In 1864, anxious to have support of the Republican-dominated Nevada Territory for President Abraham Lincoln's re-election, the United States Congress quickly admits Nevada as the 36th state in the Union. In 1963, American television impresario Ed Sullivan, waiting in line for a flight at London's Heathrow Airport, happens to witness the pandemonium of Beatlemania. A pop culture fever then raging in the UK and rapidly spreading across the European continent. Thinking the mass hysteria must be for a member of the British royal family, he was told it was actually for a popular rock and roll band called the Beatles. His response, who the hell are the Beatles? Also in 1963, at the Indiana State Fair Coliseum in Indianapolis, an explosion killed 74 people during an ice skating show. It also injured 400 others. A faulty propane tank connection in a concession stand was blamed. In 1990, singer Billy Idol dumped 600 dead fish on his opening act, Faith No More, during a Seattle concert and put 4 pigs and a goat in their dressing room. The group retaliated by parading naked on stage during Idol's encore. In 1997, 33-year-old Violet Palmer became the first woman to officiate an NBA game. Despite the watershed moment, there is little reaction from the crowd when she is announced before the tip-off of the Dallas Mavericks-Vancouver Grizzlies game. "This is a dream come true," she said, "but it's come about by a lot of hard work." In 2002, a 4-year-old Australian boy was disgusted by his grandmother's plum dumplings. He dialed 911 for help. The dispatcher pleaded with the boy to give grandmother's dumplings another chance. He finally agreed and hung up. In 2003, Bethany Hamilton was attacked by a tiger shark and lost her left arm. In 2007, shoppers had to dive for cover when a cloud of smoke settled over a neighborhood in London, England. Witnesses said the smoke smelled like chemicals. A terror alert was called and a hazmat team responded. It took 3 hours to trace the cloud to its source. A fire crew smashed through the door of a kitchen of a Thai restaurant which was cooking up a 6-month supply of chili paste. And in 2017, a judge in Maui ordered a man to write his ex-girlfriend 144 compliments after violating a protection order and sending 144 nasty text messages. TV movies releasing on this day. In 2010, The Walking Dead premiered, and in 2005, American Pie presents Bandcamp. It's a short list today. Here's this day in music. In 1964, The Supremes started a 4-week run at number 1 on the U.S. singles charts with Baby Love, the group's second of 5 consecutive U.S. number 1s. The group were formerly known as the 5-piece group The Primettes. In 1970, Led Zeppelin started a 4-week run at number 1 on the U.S. albums charts with Led Zeppelin 3, the band's second U.S. chart topper. Bohemian Rhapsody released this day in 1975. Madonna's Like a Virgin released in 1984, and Bon Jovi's signature Livin' on a Prayer released this day in 1986. In 1989, the very first MTV Unplugged show was recorded in New York featuring UK band Squeeze. The program was aired on November 26, 1989. In 1996, Slash announced he was no longer in Guns N' Roses. The guitarist said that Axl Rose and he had only been civil to each other on 2 occasions since 1994. In 1998, chart history was made when the UK Top 5 singles charts was made up of entirely new entries. Alanis Morissette was at number 5, Culture Club at number 4, U2 at number 3, George Michael at number 2, and Cher with Believe at number 1. It made Cher, who was 52 at the time, the first female artist to have her number 1 single over the age of 50. The song was number 1 in 23 countries. In 2000, Britney Spears paid around $8,000 to hire a private bar in Leipzig, Germany during a night off on her Oops, I Did It Again tour. Britney, who at 18 was banned from drinking in the U.S., was reported to be knocking back vodka-laced White Russians and pina coladas. In 2005, the white suit worn by John Lennon on the cover of the Beatles' Abbey Road album sold for around $118,000 at an auction in Las Vegas. And in Austin, Princess Hearse, driven by the late star in the documentary Imagine, sold for $150,000. A portion of the proceeds from the sale of the items went to Amnesty International. In 2013, Marvin Gaye's family was taking legal action against Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams for copyright infringement over their hit song Blurred Lines. 3 of Gaye's children filed legal papers accusing them of copying elements of the song Gotta Give It Up. The Gaye family cited excerpts of magazine interviews given by Thicke to support their claim he had admitted to drawing on Gotta Give It Up while producing Blurred Lines. In 2015, One Direction played the final gig of their world tour before their self-proclaimed extended break. The show in Sheffield, England was the last of 80 shows across 20 countries. 1D insisted they were not splitting up and instead wanted to focus on solo projects. In 2023, the Rolling Stones were at number 1 on the UK chart with their 24th studio album, Hackney Diamonds. The album went to number 1 in 20 countries and was promoted with an extensive worldwide advertising campaign. On August 17, 2023, an advertisement appeared in the Hackney Gazette teasing the album, referencing several Rolling Stones song titles and displaying their tongue logo. Special events for today: it is Books for Treats Day, it's Caramel Apple Day, Candy Apple Day, it's Carve a Pumpkin Day. I think you should have done that like a week ago. It's Doorbell Day, Frankenstein Friday, Girl Scout Founders Day. It is, of course, Halloween. It's Increase Your Psychic Powers Day. It's Knock Knock Jokes Day, Magic Day, Scare a Friend Day, Sneak Some of the Candy Yourself Before the Kids Start Knocking Day, and it is World Savings Day.
Happy Halloween!
Today's number for the day is 6.14. That's the length in inches of a U.S. dollar bill. Here's your information update. Candy is almost 11% more expensive this Halloween season than last year. Breaking news: local dad discovers turning off porch lights is now a legitimate financial strategy. That's what I do. A survey found that about a quarter of Americans incorrectly believes that the sun revolves around the earth. And about 90% of all social media influencers believe that the world revolves around them. This is crazy. Americans spend about 4 times more to fix damage to their cars caused by bad roads than state highway departments spend on repairing those roads. Yeah, my car's in such bad shape, every time I go down 75, the damage it causes actually increases its value. According to a study, you can be born bad at math. Wait a second, that doesn't add up. DNA shows dogs are humans' oldest companions, and somehow they're still not tired of us. Researchers say that the key to a long-lasting marriage is gratitude. Yeah, you're so grateful that you don't have to go to any more blind dates. U.S. farmers have been left with huge amounts of unsold soybeans. I think all Americans should help out our farmers by buying at least one of my new inventions, the soybean bag share. To be sure your Christmas gifts arrive on time, shipping experts say they should be shipped no later than December 18th. And remember to check the box that says valuable so you get reimbursed if the green and red hand sanitizer goes missing. Daylight savings time is ending this weekend. After everything that 2025 has thrown at us, I don't know that I have the energy to turn back my clock. A poll shows most Americans would rather spend a week in jail than be president. It depends. Can I still get Netflix in jail? A survey finds men lie 3 times a day while women lie 2 times. Or am I lying about the survey? I am a man, after all. A study found that if you want to reconnect with your significant other, you should take a road trip. And if you want to unconnect from your significant other, take a road trip and bring along your in-laws. According to the Themed Entertainment Association, attendance at theme parks globally hit 250 million last year, thanks largely to the rapid attendance growth of parks in China. Of the top 25 theme parks in the world last year, 9 are located in the U.S., of which 7 were Disney-owned. Globally, Disney owns almost half of the 25 most attended parks. In China, some public restrooms have implemented a new system requiring users to watch an advertisement before receiving toilet paper. I may have told you about this being in the works some time ago, and the system is now in place. The procedure involves scanning a QR code on a smart dispenser, which then either plays an ad or offers an option to skip the ad for a small fee. Why, you ask? Well, the idea is to reduce excessive use of free toilet paper in public facilities. Concerns have been raised about scenarios where a user's phone might be unavailable or if they lack the means to pay to skip ads. In 2017, a park in Beijing implemented face recognition technology to control toilet paper distribution. The technology allowed only a 2-foot strip per person, with a 9-minute wait before additional paper could be dispensed. In Fort Worth, Texas, 2 police officers teamed up with bystanders to save a 1-year-old girl pinned beneath an overturned vehicle after a highway crash. The accident had ejected the infant and thrown her mother from the car. The officers, aided by passerbys, lifted the car, allowing someone to rescue the trapped child. An officer performed CPR, and after moments of critical care, the child revived. Emergency medical services soon continued treatment, and both mother and daughter are hospitalized and expected to recover. Charmin has reintroduced its massive Forever Roll featuring 1,700 sheets designed to last a month. First launched in 2019 as a novelty, the Jumbo Roll returns for everyone and can be purchased on Amazon for 2 rolls, complete with a special stand. The Forever Roll boasts 32 times the sheets of a standard roll. People who played Dungeons & Dragons when they were young are nearing or in retirement age now, and psychologists say it wouldn't be a bad idea for these former D&D players to roll the dice again. According to a report on phys.org, this hobby fits the category of serious leisure, which requires skill, dedication, and personal growth. An associate professor from Florida International University highlights how D&D can promote identity formation and emotional bonds through shared experiences. Beyond personal enjoyment, D&D can benefit individuals grappling with mental health challenges, offering them a structured activity and a sense of purpose. Well, feeling like your job is speeding up the aging process, a study from Compare the Market analyzed various professions to see which ones may contribute most to biological aging, factoring in stress, hazards, work schedule, and physical activity. The top 5 on that list are journalist, lawyer, chef, truck driver, and firefighter. Kevin Tang, an 8th grader from Southern California, has invented a new form of senior care technology. He recently won $25,000 on the title of America's Top Young Scientist for his invention, FallGuard, a monitoring device designed to detect falls among seniors. Unlike traditional devices that seniors wear, FallGuard uses cameras placed around the home and an algorithm Kevin programmed to identify falls and alert caregivers. Kevin's inspiration came from personal experience. His grandmother fell at home 5 years ago and was not discovered until it was too late. With the federal government shutdown affecting operations, Yosemite National Park is seeing an uptick in base jumping from El Capitan. Several jumps were seen on the first day of the shutdown, and by the following week, another 20 jumps were said to have happened. Base jumping is illegal in all national parks due to safety risks for participants and first responders. The jump off El Cap is about 3,000 feet. A German tourist has returned volcanic rocks he took from Timanfaya National Park in the Canary Islands, claiming he experienced a series of unfortunate events after the theft. In a handwritten letter to the park, he expressed his belief that removing the rocks brought him bad luck and described experiencing a major personal tragedy. He requested that the park staff return the rocks to their original location. The park, which made the letter public, reminded visitors that taking natural items is illegal, with fines up to $3,400. According to Wallet Hub, Vermont is recognized as the most energy-efficient state in the U.S., while South Carolina ranks last. The rankings evaluated states based on home energy efficiency and auto energy efficiency. Alaska and Hawaii were not included in the rankings due to limited data. The top 10 most energy efficient states are Nevada, Minnesota, Oregon, Utah, Colorado, Massachusetts, New York, Washington, California, and the number 1 spot is Vermont. The top 10 least energy efficient states: Missouri's at number 1, followed by Kentucky, Georgia, Wyoming, Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, West Virginia, and South Carolina, ranked lowest in home energy efficiency. In a small village in India, a 10-year-old boy died from a snake bite. After being declared dead at a local government hospital, his family, driven by grief and traditional beliefs, decided to keep his body covered in neem leaves, a tree in the mahogany family, and cow dung for 3 days, hoping for a miracle. Eventually, they contacted authorities when no signs of life were observed. Police arrived, conducted an autopsy, and the body was cremated the following day.
We gotta wrap this program to bring you something really, really, really stupid.
All right, I've searched far and wide. I've searched the internets, the ounternets, the underwebs, and the interwebs. This, my friends, is stupid news. Police in Newark, New Jersey have determined that recent reports of monkeys seen roaming the city are a hoax, fueled by what appears to be AI-generated images. Police said reports of wild monkeys began surfacing on Thursday following similar sightings reported to animal control the day before. After searching the area, police found no evidence of monkeys. A 13-year-old boy in New Zealand needed urgent surgery after swallowing nearly 200 high-powered magnets. The magnets formed chains in his bowel, cutting blood supply and causing tissue necrosis, which required part of his bowel to be removed. Fortunately, he recovered and was discharged after 8 days. A family in India reported the theft of a prize rooster that was intended to be part of a wedding dowry gift. The rooster, valued for its purebred fighting lineage, was reportedly stolen from an elaborate cage the night before their ceremony. Police are investigating 2 rival families who both have an interest in acquiring such a prestigious animal. In Germany, a security guard stole money that he was supposed to deliver to a bank. He took the cash and fled to another country where he was living the good life on the beach. Police had no idea where he was until he got lonesome and decided to make a call to his mother. Police were able to trace the call, and Mama's boy was arrested. Police in Japan say a man took a break from his job to rob a post office before returning to work half an hour later. The man told his office colleagues that he had business to attend to and drove over to the post office. Once inside, he threatened an elderly customer while demanding cash. The clerk handed over some cash and the robber fled. He was later caught by police when a witness reported his license number. Parents of a junior high school student in China got fed up with a pervert following and grabbing their daughter, so they punished him by tying him to a pole and beating him half senseless. Police arrested the 50-year-old man. A New Jersey woman has pleaded guilty for setting fire to a man's home after he fell asleep and stood her up for a booty call. In a court hearing, 35-year-old Taja Russell admitted to aggravated arson as part of a plea deal. Prosecutors will recommend an 8-year prison sentence, of which she must serve at least 85%. According to court records, Russell traveled to Curtis Stokes' home after he invited her over for a sexual encounter. However, when she arrived, Stokes was asleep and he didn't respond to her at the door. Frustrated, Russell sent Stokes a text expressing her annoyance at the wasted trip and followed up with threatening messages. After receiving no response, she purchased lighter fluid, matches, and a lighter from a nearby gas station. Russell returned to Stokes' home and started the fire at the entrance. Stokes awoke to the smoke and was unable to exit through the door due to the flames. He suffered burns and had to remove a window frame to escape, eventually seeking help at a nearby police station. He was treated for his injuries at a local hospital. A guy in China attempted to rob some automated teller machines by using a method he'd seen in the movies. The guy tried to short-circuit the ATM by pouring beverages into them. He was caught and is charged with causing over $40,000 in damages to 3 machines. 2 suspects remain at large after breaking into a restaurant in Scottsdale, Arizona early Saturday morning. Police responded to a burglary call around 10 a.m. Surveillance footage captured a man and a woman forcing their way into a restaurant and stealing $450 in cash, liquor, and the host phone. Employees discovered the aftermath when they opened the restaurant, finding flowers scattered on the floor, a forced open cash register, and a disheveled bar. The surveillance video revealed a couple engaging in sexual activity on the patio before the break-in. And police in Beijing busted a man who set up a hidden video camera to spy on his female roommate. He basically turned himself in because he accidentally recorded himself installing the device, which was eventually found by the roommates. And that, my friends, is stupid news.
Whether you're rich or parking cars, your fate is written in the stars. You don't want to look like a dope, so please listen close for your horoscope.
Here are your world-famous DaWack in the Morning horoscopes for Friday, October 31st, 2025, where your fate is wrapped in toilet paper and screaming in a haunted corn maze. If today is your birthday, you are a Scorpio. You say you don't do costumes, but you've been emotionally haunting your ex since 2019. You'll show up to the party in black leather, mysterious sunglasses, and a backstory involving betrayal, revenge, and a fog machine. Tonight, the moon fears you.
Well, pickle my bunions.
Sagittarius, you were supposed to buy candy, but somehow ended up at a haunted brewery 3 towns over. You return home at 2 a.m. wearing a cape that isn't yours and a phone full of numbers saved as Pumpkin Babe and Zombie Dude. Adventure achieved.
He's the master, I tell you.
Capricorn, your pumpkin won most professional at the office carving contest, but everyone secretly hates you for it. You'll try to relax by watching Hocus Pocus with a financial spreadsheet open just in case. A skeleton might ask you to loosen up, and honestly, they've got a leg up.
Hail to the king, baby.
Aquarius, you dressed up as a post-apocalyptic visionary, but everyone's been calling you a guy in tinfoil. You'll spend the night debating conspiracy theories with a werewolf and accidentally start a new religion involving candy corn and solar panels.
Come get some.
Pisces, you're too emotionally invested in your costume. You're not a ghost bride, you are the ghost bride. Someone will compliment your eyeliner and you'll start monologuing about eternal love across dimensions. Beware of fog machines. They'll trigger your tragic backstory.
Well, hot damn!
Aries, you insist on being the first to enter the haunted house and the first to scream loud enough to make the actors break character. Your costume's bold, your candy strategy's ruthless, and by 9 p.m. you'll be trading mini Snickers like Wall Street futures. Beware of the kid dressed as inflation. They'll eat your profits and your peanut butter cups.
Shut up.
Taurus, you've spent $89.99 on a luxury vampire cape and expect everyone to notice. When they don't, you'll comfort yourself by eating 37 Reese's in your car. A goat may whisper your name tonight, but it's probably just your DoorDash driver saying your caramel apple empanadas have arrived.
I don't want to blame anyone in particular. I think everyone's to blame.
Gemini, you show up to the party in 2 costumes, half witch, half influencer, and spend the night arguing with yourself about which side's getting more likes. Your dual nature means you'll both flirt with Dracula and try to sell him essential oils.
Help me! Help me! I'm about to order a pizza. Tell me not to do it. Tell me not to do. Tell me to do it. Tell me to do it. Tell me not to do it.
Cancer, Moonchild, you carved a jack-o'-lantern that somehow looks like your ex, and now you're crying over it while microwaving candy corn. Tonight you'll try to summon spirits, but only because you'll miss the ghost who used to text you up at 3 a.m.
Oh, well. La-di-da, la-di-da.
Leo, you don't just wear a costume. You are the costume. You've turned your living room into a fog machine runway and demanded applause from trick-or-treaters. When someone compliments your makeup, you'll reply, "It's called terrifyingly gorgeous." Available at Sephora for $49.99.
I wish I had a mic so I can drop it right now.
Virgo, you labeled all your candy by type, brand, and sugar content. Trick-or-treaters fear you, not because you're scary, but because you hand out spreadsheets. Relax a little. When the clock strikes midnight, you might just organize the undead into a very efficient conga line.
Little bowls.
And finally, Libra. You can't decide whether to be an angel or a devil, so you settle for being a confused fashion ghost. Expect to spend most of the night balancing your halo and adjusting your horns. By dawn, you'll have made peace with chaos and several poor candy trades.
Utterly breathtaking.
And those are your official DaWack in the Morning Horriblescopes. Remember, don't leave home without them. You've been listening to the Always First, Never Last podcast with me, your nutty host, the incredible, edible Mr. Zach Wackalina.
Great podcast, as usual.
You can connect with me at ZachDaWack.com. That's ZackDawack.com. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever it is, Instagram, MySpace, the comic strip, the Yellow Pages, Telepathy, Western Union, or call or text 984-DaWack1. That's 984-329-2251. Like the show, follow me, or subscribe, and please share this show with your friends. It's the only way I get heard. Available to hear on my host, Podbean, that's Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, and all other podcasting apps, or at ZachDaWack.com if that's easier for you. Thank you to all the awesome wackos, weirdos, reverts, preverts, dingbats, and jelloheads anonymous for any and all listens you can give. It means a lot. I'm out of here like Vladimir. Until next time. And there will be a next time. Don't forget me. I won't forget you. I am Zach DaWack saying, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Grits ain't groceries, eggs ain't poultry. And Mona Lisa was a man. I'll be back Monday for another show. I'll talk to you then. Same whack time, same whack channel. Whack out.
Happy Halloween to everybody. Hope you're all having a great time.
I want to take this opportunity to wish you a very happy Halloween.
Beat it, weirdos. I don't do Halloween.
Bye, buckaroos.
Finally, the end.
This is ZachDaWack.com.